biologically speaking.
I was an aunt at 8. Yeah. Your stupid mental health. Yeah, he uber lucky technically. He survived all 7 strikes of lightning. Dude should rather be taking lottery tickets. Didn't he also win the lottery? There was a guy that got struck by lightning that was understandable with the lottery. Like, bruh. Oh, I know, I saw the notification. Ugh. She's such a slut. She even know talking about her. I saw her go live. Yeah. Ugh. Fight. I was trying to start a fight, but she just continued doing whatever she's doing. Ugh, she's such a slut.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's wearing. You're wearing pants and everything today. It doesn't say. She's not wearing a see-through skirt, but she's wearing pants.
Kettle and pot.
We just vibing. We got me a vibe in chat. I tried to fight Bobby. I don't know if I would anymore. I would have beaten Costa Rican very easy.
You would have?
No, because I was saying I think more would have fight, and I said I'm not so sure anymore. But Costa Rican would be able to beat.
Well, I don't know, baby, because you still have a higher weight class than me, so.
I'm not. We're both 75 now.
No, I meant when you with the workout.
Oh, with the weight.
Yeah. You're still high on.
Sorry, when you say weight class, I was thinking like boxing.
No.
They do it based on how much you weigh.
No, you're the same, but I meant the weight.
Yeah. I love higher weights.
Yeah, so you're probably stronger than me. I wouldn't survive if that was your weight.
I'm strong. Apparently. Where am vibe time. We out here vibing. We out here vibing. How you doing, chat? Feeling good. So delicious. Wow. What are you? I can see Max. Wow.
Yawning.
No, my punk princess hair. Thank you. Glad you like my princess hair. F-Top picked it out. My daddy.
Hey Nonanda, how you doing?
My daddy. I'm gonna make myself some more coffee. What's not happening on her right now, but ayo. But you can always have coffee.
Hey Timur, hey Balzac, hey Dara, how you guys doing?
That was
Good morning to everyone.
It's more numbers than you've been guessing. You're guessing too few numbers. I'll put these numbers longer than that. I'm willing to let you have our police number because they're not gonna come.
Hey Starlet, I'm well. How are you,
I'm
darling?
not even worried, bro. Hi, Joe. They'll be like, so it's dangerous. Yes, very dangerous.
Hey, Night Raven. I'm gonna wrap you guys down. You're so dirty. Dirty, dirty. Oh, dirty, dirty. So dirty. Okay. So, mushrooms, caramelized onions.
I'm walking you to the kitchen. It's staring at you like a crazy person.
Can you make me a cup of tea as well, please, baby?
Disgusting. Fine. Disgusting tea.
How dare I ask?
How dare she?
How dare I ask for anything?
Disgusting.
Oh, I mean, remember there was something here, so yeah.
Baby,
Thank you, Prime. Thank you, Prime.
Look at her stand. Her stand's even thick. It's a thick stand.
Oh, no.
Have you guys seen the stand that you're on? Chat, you're thick. Your chat's thick. My chat's very skinny.
Your chat's small. Yeah,
My
small
chat is petite.
Small chat.
My chat is extremely petite. Oh, na. Hey. Look at this hoe. She's out here cooking.
I know.
Oh yes, such a good woman. Cut them veggies.
Every day I offer you, and every day you say no.
No, I wanted eggs the other day. That's why I also threw them.
No. That wasn't what I was making. I wanted the smallest portion of what I was making, the most uncreative part of what I was making.
Listen here, carbs before dinner sounds wrong, and this is tomato noodles.
Slowly some.
I just want
Well,
to do something healthy.
I'm using wraps as the base, so it's like.
Why don't you ever offer me a canned condensed milk?
Because that's not me cooking, it's not me creatively putting my heart on my sleeve for you.
You can pour it in, and you can put some like peaches that are dressed in
listen
syrup.
here. You never want my actual skill set. I've come to realize.
Just make me dessert.
No, bitch.
I'm just unhealthy.
No, bitch, you're a horrible husband. Worst husband. Hey, no.
Why don't you cook everything in bacon fat? Then I'd be a good husband. Some bacon fat.
Guys.
I had sugar for breakfast, like I do every day.
Guys.
Look, I'm picking up so much weight. I actually got someone calling me a cow yesterday, and someone calling me fat.
So you're the same as me now. I had someone calling me chubby.
Oh, yeah, I'm
And I
definitely
had
picking
someone
up
else the
weight.
day before. What did they say? Oh, you don't like the gym, do you?
Yo, you don't like the gym?
I was like, wow.
No, I don't.
No, I don't, but I still do it.
It is like torture. The gym is like
I
torture.
still do it, even though I don't love it.
Well, we are 6 foot. We're both 6 foot.
Technically, I'm 5'11".
I just don't like to stand up straight because then I look like I'm the small bean.
Technically, I'm 5'11".
Look, I'm so small.
Look how small she
Hello,
is.
mommy. My legs are getting very sore. My legs are getting immensely small. So from
Hey, Sherman.
a cup for Indy because I don't want to make her stuff in my coffee mug. I'll make it in her cup. What tea does thy want?
Whatever, you can surprise me.
Okay. Let's give her a shot. Let's give her something I've never given her.
I feel like that is enough for my tiny wrapped pizza. Okay, one more.
I have picked thy tea.
Gracias, mi amore.
We are making drinks now. Oh, I'm turning you
Put
guys.
some whiskey into your Gandalf. I don't drink. So
Neither of us drink.
I will smell it from a mile away and I will not be impressed.
We also don't have whiskey in the house. So, how where we're gonna get this whiskey from that I'm putting in your tea? Just the specific angle makes you look taller. I like it though. Ooh, I look like a dummy mommy.
Tall goddess.
Maybe I should make you guys even shorter.
Tall goddess, dummy mommy. We have an empty bar. That's not the same thing as having whiskey in the house, Barbie.
Not the same thing at all.
Yeah, but you know how Fabi is. Likes to talk cock.
Yeah, I know. He always says the wrong things as well. Always the incorrect things.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, fine lady.
Thank you. She gave me skinny tea. I see the green on the side.
No, I did not give you skinny tea.
She often gives me skinny tea, guys. It's like she's calling me fat as well.
And you just like green tea,
and
and it's the green tea I have.
And yesterday she also said to me, what did she say to me? She said to me, oh, I gave that to you because it was too big for me.
No, but then I kept it. I took it back.
No, the white dress.
Oh, the white dress, yes.
Yeah,
But
like,
I said it because you like the frumpy look.
That's not what you said. You said that afterwards.
Oh, I said it to my child.
Yes.
Yeah.
But right at the time she was like,
But
I
you know
gave
what
it to you because it was too big for me.
Do you know what else I gave to you that was too big for you? Was my pink pants. And I was like, well, it was too big for me. And then I was like, now this is going to squeeze both of us.
No, yeah.
So I literally just kept them. I was like,
neither of us. It's not going to work on either of us.
Yeah, she curvy. Look at me. I'm just scrawny. Where's my curves, chat?
Most people know they are not.
Where's my curves, chat?
They are not.
Yeah, they are.
Unless you're in, unless you're in, I think maybe if you're in, can you even do that in if you have the tag on you?
No.
No.
You
Okay.
can on Kick though. FYI. I'm often just streams in her.
Okay, so
nip
that's
stickers.
not allowed on Twitch, but on Kick, yeah. No, they have multiple angles of the same situation. Aren't they lucky?
Oh na 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 na. Yeah, I actually need to make myself coffee, but I'm just flipping around now. I'm just flipping around.
Oh na 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 na.
My legs are looking all this stuff. Ooh.
Okay, I need to plug you guys in.
Look, you can see this is indie chat. Does indie's chat look hot?
Such a sexy chat. Oh my god. Such a sexy chat. Oh my god.
Look at that butt. Oh my god. I don't have any more teaspoons and I'm too lazy to wash. So watch me use a tablespoon to make my coffee, chat.
This is one of my favorites. I love this one that you made for me. It's the cinnamon one here.
I believe it's licorice.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Morocco one.
Yeah, it's cinnamon.
Yeah.
And mint and
Yeah.
a bunch of ones.
I love that one. It's one of my favorites.
It's from England.
Excuse me, but
I think you can buy it here now, but when I got it, you couldn't get it in South Africa. But I think we sell it now.
Thank you. We are in South Africa, but it's not Twitch allowed. It doesn't matter if it's legal to walk around like that in your country. It's got to do with what Twitch TOS is. With substances, that's what they say is what's about legal in your company, in your country, and then even you have to put the substances tag on.
Yeah, so it's not great.
Hey, Fazzy.
Oh, I don't think you did. Did I get a notification for it? No, did you lie to me?
Well, it's winter now, so I'm
No, you
putting on my
lied to
winter
me.
body so that I can be nice and warm.
You lied to me, sir. Is someone calling you fat?
Yeah, I wrote to summer body by July.
Wait, I'm also fat.
Like my friend. I can make my friend twerk. I don't know, but make it twerk.
Netflix.
Oh,
Master Meatball, it's literally 2 p.m. I'm
Gandalf
having lunch.
Gandalf says, is that fat in your country? Come to America.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
He's from France. All of them are like,
Yeah. Lol, 2 p.m. Night Raven, thank you for the summer waffle. I appreciate it. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. It's 12. My bad. I said 2 p.m., but it's actually 12.
what's up, fatties? The ceiling.
The ceiling is up.
I'm a fatty. I'm a fatty. Go fatty. It's your birthday. Go and party like it's your birthday.
She's wild,
You
guys.
don't give a fuck 'cause it's your birthday. So you live.
Stop calling my queens fat. It's fine. It's the Twitch meta currently.
We love our fat goals.
Yeah. Thick. Thick is important. Even better with a fat guy, like 120 kgs plus. Jesus. Actually, I have dated very, very thick men in my past.
I love a thick man.
I love a thick man. He's like 120 kgs thick.
I mean, I showed you my first boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna show you one of my first boyfriends as well. I mean, to be fair, I was dating him and somebody else at the same time.
Rude.
But yeah, I'll show you as well.
Hey, Shawty, it's your birthday. Don't holler like it. My tongue is so beautiful. Do you like when I twerk it? Look, I make like a little bump. I twerk it. Yeah, twerk it. You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati?
You better twerk, bitch.
You better twerk, bitch. You want to learn?
I'm doing what in South Africa, Gandalf?
Sipping martinis. Look hot like my mate, Darren.
I don't know what he's talking about. What are you on about, Gandalf? IBK, what you mean?
2 boyfriends? Yeah, we do a lot of crazy shit in South Africa. You had 3 partners at the same time, but they all knew about each other. So
yeah, but I mean, the 2 boyfriends in high school did not. So it was
Okay.
morally very much a grey area. I didn't know what polyamory was back then, and I don't think it would have flown in Port Elizabeth.
No.
You know?
No, I definitely wouldn't.
So yeah, I had to learn to understand what polyamory was and how to go about it in a way that is actually ethical. At the time, I did not know, so I forgive myself for the mistakes I made, but still. Because I was young, Gandalf, that's why it's a grey area, because I didn't know what I was doing, because I was a child. I think I was like 15.
I hated people so much, it was hard enough to have.
They also had multiple wives, and they say they do.
Love the dancing, thank you.
But yeah, as I said, I already understand. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Gandalf. So I'm saying I already understand what I did now as an adult, and now I do things ethically. So that's why I said it was kind of a grey area, because I was a child, I didn't know what I was doing. As an adult who knows what they're doing, I wouldn't do that. Then it's definitely not a grey area, then it's definitely just wrong. But that's exactly what I said, so
Yup.
We're in agreement. You can ask Morty. I even stopped being friends with people because they were cheaters. I'm quite intense.
No, to be fair, that friend was already a fuck up before they were even a cheater.
Yeah, that was kind of like the last straw for me. I was like, holy
It was
shit.
hard because you're
Yeah.
friends with them since like school.
Yeah.
Which becomes difficult.
Yeah.
But I never had that issue because I kind of run off in school. But I can understand. It's a long pressure.
My
I'm
food
sure
is
it's
already.
your face, shorties. I baby rainbow a little bit. Ken bought them for me. I don't know why, but this outfit is giving me I baby rainbow. I feel like we need to have some wild hairstyle and a belly.
I'm not popping in to say still and will always love your ASMR. I'm glad. Enjoy your day, Brad. Have a wonderful day, darling.
You like it though? You do? I think they're cute. Look, it's the summer. Someone's gonna have to change the lockbox code. I don't know if she told you.
Why?
The people were stealing the keys to go to the wrong rooms, but luckily the person that was supposed to be in that room didn't come. They never rocked up.
Yeah, she's gonna have to change them.
Yep. They took room 1 when they booked room 2. Because obviously it's a nicer room, more expensive.
Wow.
Yep.
I thought that was gonna happen.
Oh, and then room 3
Mm.
also took room 2.
You see, I thought that was gonna happen.
So they all did this all around.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change those lockbox numbers. I had a feeling. I was like, something's gonna happen at some
When you
point.
pointed it out, I was like, you're spot on.
Yeah, something's gonna happen at some point. I was like, I can feel it. It's coming in my bones. We'll tackle it when we get there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I'm almost convinced the people in room 3, because, like I said, he somehow managed to get hold of room 2's key from the lockbox.
no,
And I'm wondering if either he knew one of the other codes, he stayed with us before.
no. Well, it's simple to figure out because
Yeah.
it's just the code 8. The
As
code
soon
8.
as you know
so
one of them and the other,
yeah, exactly. So you actually need to make them universally different from each other.
That's what I'm
But the problem is
Yeah.
remembering it, but that's why I said just put it directly into the message each
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then I'm convinced that the guy in room 3 just like moved the keys around to fuck the place. Because I employ the 2-finger method. Room 1 on here and room 2 on here, and I've never mixed up the keys before. Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I see you fucking around with the lockboxes and now all the keys are switched. It feels a bit,
no.
it feels a bit sus.
No, it is sus.
That's Summer. She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, stunning,
Gorgeous.
10 million points.
She's fixing my canal set. I love her.
She's just putting a button on it.
Shut up, it's fixing it. It was broken.
Which I didn't get around to doing yesterday because
But it's fine
my
because
lap was ready by the time I got home.
No.
And I found all of my old medications. But the thing is, it's hectic. I took it at 6 p.m. thinking, I'll wake up in 2 hours and get back to work. I woke up at 10 a.m. this morning.
No. You were goners.
I was dead to the world. I got nothing done yesterday.
Schroeder wants to know if you're going to marry him.
Is he even a sub?
No, he's not something my type either. He doesn't have any money. He wants a housewife to move to Australia.
For what house?
No, so I argued with him about this already. So that's why he's asking you, because he thinks you're going to somehow be easier.
Me?
Yes.
Easier than you?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, so someone thought you would be easier. Even though I literally told him I don't mind being like 50-50, but then like you've got to do 50% of the housework too.
Gross. I'm not doing anything. I'm a trophy wife, not a housewife. I've made this very clear.
Yeah, so he somehow thinks you're going to be easier than me.
Wait, now it's starting to smell good. It does smell good. What's cooking good looking? I'm making like makeshift pan.
Oh, you know
Pan
what else he
pizza.
told me?
What?
Oh, you don't need to prep for a kid. All you need is to like feed the kid. That's all he said. He said you just have to feed the kid. So then I said to him, so what, you're going to just leave the kid on the floor with no clothes?
I mean, its own shit and piss.
Yeah.
And and psychologically traumatized because you didn't learn any of the things and ways to raise a child.
That is why I had this whole argument.
No, do people just not use their brain?
No.
They
It's
just
like
like
the
to take
thing
care
is,
of it.
no, the thing is, the fathers historically have watched their fathers only feed the children and do absolutely nothing else. So in their head, that's all it takes to raise a child, because the mother does all of this labor, which is why it's called invisible labor.
100%.
You know, so they think it's a completely different situation going on than what is actually going on.
Okay, now he says, I can make pizza.
Thank you, Skylar.
He says, I can be a house husband, I can make pizza. Full stop.
I'm good, thanks.
I'm good, thanks.
I'd rather be all by myself then. I'd rather be all by myself.
I can't do pull-ups, so you have to do pull-ups for me, sir.
Yeah, I'm caramelizing the onions. And I have so much honey, so I'm using honey. And honey glazed onions are very nice. Okay. I'm gonna party. Like it's
So
super
my cake is here. Is the laptop there?
Yeah, but I mean it doesn't matter because we have to replace the whole board.
True.
So
But it does matter for being able to press it for now.
it actually is easier to press it just like on the actual button.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that. Anyway, I brought it.
You can bring it. I'm just saying. It's I would keep it if it meant we could reattach it, but we can't,
because the
so
plastic is literally broken off and they don't
Yeah.
have keys. Ooh, yes, that's better. Now you can see me.
okay. And then I need to get some cheese.
Yeah, I had a couple people argue with me because I wanted to become a housewife because I say it's important.
I forgot we're bulking. Yes, very important. We're bulking for winter. We don't have central heating in South Africa, so I need central as in on my body heating to get through it.
On my body. I'm doing the opposite, not purposefully. I tried to
Yeah,
eat sugar.
Skylar, I just have the normal amount that Twitch recommends, so if you don't want ads, then you can become a sabuabu and you won't have ads.
This
And
is
you will be
true.
supporting someone that you love
Sub,
and
no
enjoy
ads.
to watch.
Sub, no ads. Sub, no ads.
I wasn't done.
But that happens, don't worry. I do the same thing. I will enter rooms and then forget why I was there, and the next thing they're like, oh!
No, you have to go back to where you were standing when you remembered where you had to go.
Yeah.
Retrace all your steps.
You're not gonna get ads anymore. Round of applause for no ads. Woo, let's party up. No ads. No ads. No ads. No ads. No ads.
No doubt me for science, exactly.
I'm doing well.
This is just normal cheese. What do you mean South African
I
cheese?
feel like
Oh, you're talking about American cheese that's like gooey and that you like,
this is in my house.
that you put in like plastic stuff. No, this is normal cheese. This is what cheese generally looks like, and it also doesn't have. It's cheddar. It also doesn't have colorant in it.
I'm only getting my house.
Because orange cheese has colorant in it, and the reason that they started to color it orange was so that more of Americans would buy it. It was very interesting.
My lord,
So
no
it would stand
man.
out on your. So they added food dye to it, so it would stand out on your rack, and then more Americans would buy it.
Yeah, she is. You want to see? Look at how hot her chat is. I'm going to show you her chat. Look at how hot they are. I would lick them.
She blinded me with science, exactly, Night Raven.
Did you see her chat?
South African science.
They're so hot. Look at my landlady. She's so hot.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I blind people with my skin.
I blind people with my boba. What? Nothing.
What?
It's my headlights. Sorry, there you go. There's the. I blinded with my
It's
headlights.
getting hot in here, so.
I did think it was gonna not work on Twitch this top because when I look in person, but I see that it's like smooth, so it's chilled. But I was nervous. It's just because it's hot enough. But yeah, it was like, oh, is that gonna work? Is that gonna work with my headlights? Come on.
Let me move away from the hot stove.
From the hot stove.
That's the chrome shot.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna put on some tomato base.
Whoa, it's only you guys, that's fine.
Hello, Man Ray. How you doing, darling? She blinded me with everything. That is true, Night Raven.
Yes, if it's part of your culture, yes.
Are they asking if you can get married to multiple people?
Why would I cook butter chicken when I got it frozen? Yeah, they were asking. Why would I cook butter chicken when I got it frozen in the freezer right here?
I'm doing well, German. What are your plans for the day?
Oh, this isn't butter chicken, but I got butter chicken in the fridge. We had a cheese slicer thing, but I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, and the grater is dirty and I don't feel like washing it.
Yeah.
So I just used a knife.
I also get lazy and I just use a knife.
Well, it's
And
more
it's-
so I just don't want to wash it. The
No,
washing
that's what I'm
is a
saying.
mission.
I was lazy. Just the other day I was lazy. I made 2-minute noodles and I just used the knife because I saw the cheese grater was in the sink and I was just like, it's okay. Homemade, yeah, but only when you make it for me. I like when other people make it for me.
And then,
Daddy.
so I have a base on
Maybe
here
you make it for me.
and some tomato on the base,
Yay!
and I'm adding some caramelized onions
Okay.
because I love caramelized onions on
If you
my
upgrade to tier 3
pizza.
I'll Snapchat you for the deets. I can, but I don't wanna. I'm really lazy.
I'm making a pan-fried pizza.
I
Okay,
love a water dispenser. It's very convenient.
and then
It is extremely convenient.
some cheese.
I do love eating. We make a great pair. You cook, I eat.
Well, yes and no. She loves eating very specifically.
She's vegetarian, don't talk to her.
She loves eating very specifically, very simple meals,
Yeah, but he's making me butter chicken.
and lots of dessert type foods. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna order us dinner, and she'll be like, can I please get dessert instead?
I like the meals that us.
How long have you been playing guitar now,
You
German?
know, lasagna, spaghetti. You know, the meals we have.
She doesn't even want to eat pizza, guys.
Yeah, I'm just over pizza. I'm so sick of pizza.
I love pizza. I can
Everyone's-
eat pizza almost every day.
Everyone's go-to is ordering pizza. And I'm so sick of it. When you eat pizza multiple times a week for like your whole life, I'm sorry.
I mean, I can eat pizza multiple times a week for the rest of my life. Maybe I'm bad. I think I just love cheese. I think also you have to be someone who likes bread.
I don't like bread.
Do you know the irony is I wasn't allowed to have a lot of bread as a child, and I think that's why you were allowed to have a lot of bread as a child.
Well, it's the only thing we could afford because it was like 8 rand a loaf of bread.
Yeah, my mom knew how unhealthy bread was, so then I wasn't allowed to have it. And I was also only allowed to have 1 cup of milk
Well,
a day.
I wasn't allowed to have processed breads. So we got like the brown whole grain, the really cuck bread.
Yeah.
You know, the one that literally has seeds in it, which is also why I hate seeds. You know that bread. They didn't even grind the seeds.
So there's some cheese, I like that bread, so I can't say much. There's some cheese, there's some caramelized onion, there's some fried some tomato base, some fried
Ew.
mushrooms. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word for mushrooms.
It's the same reason.
And I'm going to add some feta as well.
I remember my boyfriend came over.
And some pesto. I'll add pesto at the end though, because I find when pesto cooks too long, it's not as nice.
And she pulled out our soup out the freezer. Right?
I wish I could help you cook together. Maybe you can clean up for me. I would love it if you cleaned up for me. And then of course I'm going to add some.
The soup green?
I'm going to add some avo. And I'm going to add some greens on top as well. I wanted rocket, but unfortunately, what was purchased for me was rocket salad, which means it has salad greens with the rocket, which I'm not a huge fan of. But you know, at least I'm able to have some greens, which I appreciate.
It's not something I want to eat. And it's not about health. I don't give a fuck about health. You can ask Envy. I will eat a whole can of condensed milk. It's not because I'm worried I'll gain weight.
Baby, can you open this for me? I'm struggling.
Yeah, these ones were broken, but the other one's open.
I tried to open the other one as well.
No, the other one's got a sliver in it already. This one doesn't have. That one's been open.
Let's open this one. That's my last. That's why I went to fetch the other one.
Yeah, I'll show you what I did because these have defects. So this is what I do. See, Indy, this is why I always use the tools. I'm so bad like this. I use tools to open things. I don't use my hands.
I don't feel like I am doing a disservice to Italians. I never said it's like an Italian pizza. I said I'm making a pizza wrap, basically. Thank you, darling.
I'm so like, let me just grab this towel on the floor. Noodles are great. I love noodles. I love carb-heavy suppers. And then for breakfast, I do weird shit. I have like go
Gandalf, I'm live on YouTube now as well. But I mean, I wasn't earning a lot of money, so I only really post if somebody orders customs from me, then I post those customs on YouTube. That's all I really do.
What else?
I make like maybe
That sounds really good.
$80
That sounds really good.
on YouTube a month, so it's not worth it for me to put a lot of time and effort into it.
You're making me hangry.
Okay. And then finally, I can start to clean up here.
Ding. Could be my personal cook. I need one of those. I do. Season with whatever I want. That's not a problem.
I think I made this a little bit garlic heavy. I got a bit heavy-handed with the garlic, with the roasted garlic, but this was not closed.
Yeah, the one problem with ordering from Checkers is you get faulty lids.
I make about $2 on YouTube a video, and also that's if the video gets monetized. A lot of ASMR doesn't get monetized.
The only videos worth making is the stomach growling.
And even that sometimes doesn't get monetized, by the way, hey?
I never had one.
I've had two that didn't get monetized.
I don't know how many I posted, but check and still check. My channel's still up.
But I posted a lot of stomach growling, and two of the.
Yeah, I posted most of stomach growling, so I would post a non-stomach growling and then a stomach growling and then another because the stomach growling was the only thing that made money.
Yeah. And even then, it's like
honest.
$3 a video.
I don't know. I made $50, $40 because I would get paid about $1 every 1,000 views.
Yeah, I can get that. Mine was less. Mine was less.
Specifically on these stomach growling though. I don't know why people like my tummy. Do you like my tummy, chat?
pan pizza, yes. I did.
You would make mommy.
I did make a pan pizza.
Love all of me. You like my tummy? Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Wait, I can make it jiggle. Hold up. Wait, this is better on the side view. Jiggle,
Thanks,
tummy.
darling. I also think it looks delicious. I'm adding some avo on top.
We can switch to a pool if you want, Gary. Ah, I need to breathe. I hurt myself off with jiggling my tummy. Is it your belly dancers or hollow foot, guys? Don't you dare judge belly dancer. That is fitness. Premium.
What's made pizza so much? I've heard India is a famous goal. Pan pizza. I think Pizza Hut just got like deep dish pizza. I don't like deep dish. I like a very thin base.
Didn't you have Pizza Hut before they went out of business?
I'm not a fast food pizza person.
Because they were here, but they went out of.
But I don't get Lebanese. I don't get any of those pizzas.
I love Butler's. That's the one pizza.
All of the takeaway pizzas, I would say Butler's is the best though, but it's still not my vibe because the bases are too thick for me.
Butler's the only one I'll eat.
I like my pizza like really thin based.
I remember everyone carrying on about Romans for so long.
I'm not a Romans pizza.
Yeah, I only had Romans when I was 14 and I was very disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed by Romans. Hi, Susan, Red Star. Hello.
Trying to cut pizza is like the bane of everyone's existence.
It almost looks like I'm already Chinese. That's wet. Morning.
I want to see if it's any good. Let's see. I love my baseless thin. I might have to make my own pizza always from now on. Because I can't find anywhere that makes a base that's literally like paper thin, like
We
that.
out here rocking and rolling.
And that's the way I like my base. Like paper thin.
We out here rocking and rolling.
That's too good, wow.
I started early because we can only stream until 3.
Even me, I also started early.
I've been trying to stream 5 hours, but I think I've gone for 4.5 today.
Yeah, today unfortunately is not the day for 5 hours.
4.5.
We have an apartment block viewing. Not even a house viewing.
Apartment block.
Without the avocado that actually looks decent. With it, I don't know.
Damn.
I love avocado though, so
Finish my every piece, Daddy.
I love avocado though. And it's also such a nice thin base. It's like really ridiculously good. I might have a problem on my hands. I might have to make myself pizza constantly now because this is the best version of pizza I've found. Nowhere makes it with the base thin enough for me. That's literally the way I like my base. Like paper thin. It's just a receptacle to put the the toppings in my mouth.
Yes. Gummy. It's a birthday. It's a birthday.
This is too good.
Just a wee little bit. Just a wee little bit.
And it took me like so quick to make. No guys.
Is this live notes rerun? We are live.
Wow, guys, I might really have to do that like frequently. Once a week, I'll make us pizza instead of ordering pizza, because that was so easy and it's so
I'm going to be
delicious.
holding the Bible. That's all I'm going to say about that. You want the stream? Is that what you're donating for? Okay.
I mean to clean up, yeah, but I mean it's pretty
Switch it. Just so
chill.
you carry.
This cleanup isn't too bad, and the housekeeper is coming tomorrow, so she'll just wash the dishes. That's my least favorite part, is washing the dishes. I'm happy to cook, I'm happy to do the tidying, because it's like considered tidying, not cleaning. But the actual like scrubbing and the washing of dishes is not it for me. Okay, wiping down the counter. What would I change next time? Actually, really nothing. I would add some rocket, because I don't have real rocket. I only have like weird rocket salad that has like actual salad leaves in it. So if I had real, my mouth is watering at the thought of rocket. If I had real rocket, I'd add real rocket, and that's about it. I am very pleased, but this is my go-to pizza. This is what I like with my pizza. So 9.5. And the 0.5 would literally come from the rocket. It's like literally perfect. I can't find a pizza that I like this much in town. Because this is how thin, like, look how thin that is. It's literally paper thin, but nowhere does that. I think most people are very into the Italian, Napolitania, whatever base, the really thick, like, puffy base, and that's fine. But I crave this, like, thin-based pizza frequently. Like paper thin, not just thin, like paper thin. 10 out of 10. Would hardcore recommend. Okay. I also love garlic, and I put a lot of garlic in, which I thought was a mistake, but actually it's great, and I have no one to kiss, so it works out fine for me. I need to buy more avocado, and I need to buy some rocket, so that I can keep making delicious meals. That's barely any bread there, low-key, a healthier version, Skinny Legend, and buy someone to kiss too. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's talking to me about how I'm bulking, but I'm having like really normal meals. And my pizza isn't even pizza, it's like, it's thin. It is a health version. Okay, let me move you guys. To the window, to the wall. I don't need to buy someone to kiss. There's so many people that want to kiss me, but I take a long time before I want to be intimate with someone. It takes me a while of getting to know them. to the window, to the wall. Oh. Curious about what, Night Raven? Little soulful. I kind of like that for my rapper name. Yes, meow meow. Come then. Don't get scared, I'm not gonna hit you, I promise. If anything, I'll hit chat. I'm sure you are, Marizid. Yeah, weather is good. I'm not sure what it is. You can go exclamation mark weather, and it should tell you what the weather is like at the moment. (28°C). See? Great weather. Okay, gonna eat the rest of my pizza. Mm. 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 It is really beautiful here, and we have really incredible people and wildlife and cultures and food, so it is worth it, I would say. Yeah, I'm in Cape Town, Highness. Buon provecho, amiga. Gracias, Night Raven. Sorry, the moderators are very strict on the no other languages in chat situation. I said it's a 9.5 out of 10, and it would get an extra 0.5 if it had rocket, but I don't currently have rocket. I lived in the Netherlands for 5 years, and I lived in Costa Rica for 6 months. I would kill to find a pizza with a base this thin that I can just order to my house. Costa Rica was amazing. I loved it. I struggled with all of the mold though. Everything molds in Costa Rica. Yeah, I know. That's why I said gracias. No, Gandalf. South Africa, Cape Town feels the most like home to me of anywhere I've lived. Where all have you lived, Gandalf?
Yeah, that's why I put on pants. I put on pants to be safe. I wasn't sure, so I just came to fetch my phone. I did put pants on. I just came for my phone, chat. But look, I'm wearing pants. Oomph. Oomph. No, I put on my sissy boy pants. They look so cute. Make sure for protectable.
Gracias. I appreciate you, babe.
That electricity beeping, yes.
It might be.
Yes, it is. I came here because I remembered I also have coffee.
It's so sad because it's 3 days away.
Yep. Yep, and it's the most expensive because it's end of month.
What job do you do, Gandalf? So why do you travel around so much for IT? Hey Rudy Loss, how you doing? Rudy Locks. How's life treating you, darling? And niche IT skill. Impressive. No, why Night Raven? Hey Luther, how you doing? Why do you think you did something wrong, Night Raven? Hey Alex! I would have destroyed that pizza in 2 minutes. You're a slow eater, lol. I envy you guys. Yeah, well, I also have to talk to everyone and, you know, it's a process. Alex, I'm also on Twitch. No, Night Raven, I know. I said that the Twitch moderators are quite strict on only English in chat. But I responded to your message. I said gracias. Because I know what it means. I said thank you. Hey Celtic. Yeah, because South Africa is not the safest world on the planet. Safest country on the planet. And I don't really want to get mugged for my phone. Also, our data connection isn't that great. I mean, we did an IRL stream once and we got chased by a homeless guy, which was pretty intense. So yeah, we don't leave the house while we're live. Like South Africa is pretty safe if you know where to go, but you just don't want to be like flashing your phone around and like, you know, just be like normal. And I tried to stream my road trip that I took once, but because we're very mountainous, there's like a lot of mountains and valleys and ocean and stuff, the connection is very unstable. So yeah, Alex, on Twitch it's much better. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm live anyway, so I might as well make it live to both. Yeah, it's got a decent nightlife. Cape Town's got decent many things. Decent food, decent people, decent nightlife. I love Cape Town. I've lived in other places and I dream of Cape Town when I'm not here. Pretoria is right next to Johannesburg, and Johannesburg is definitely like the flashiest capital in South Africa. Johannesburg tries to be like LA and Vegas, whereas Cape Town is more like Sydney. Thank you, Night Raven. I have no issues with you, don't worry. Thank you, Celtic Bud. I appreciate you. About what, Gandalf? I had to start stream earlier today than usual, so I'm feeling a bit bushwhacked. I usually spend a lot of time. Worst date experience. Okay. I wouldn't know if this is my worst date experience, because we'll keep like the really intense should have been taken to the police kind of date experiences off of it. But like my most normal worst date. So the guy comes to the house, comes to my house to pick me up for said date. I mean, I've had an even worse one recently actually, but anyway, we'll start with this one. So he comes to pick me up. He pulls up in like his rickety car, right, which is whatever. And I go outside. And he doesn't even get out of his car to greet me. Please note, this is the first time we're meeting. So he doesn't even get out of his car to greet me. Let's stand, like, open the door for me, right? So I was like, okay, cool. And I got into his car. And when I got into his car was literally dirty. I don't know how to explain that. Like, there was literally, like stickiness on his car. And, like, the floor was dirty and, like, dust and, like... yeah, it was really gross. Yeah, well, Gandalf, that's what happens. It's what happens. The dating world isn't like that. You gotta take the wheat with the shaft. Anyway, so it's like sticky. The car is literally really gross, and I just don't understand. Like, it costs like very little money. Just get the inside of your car cleaned, you know, especially if you know you're going to take someone on a date. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, so his car is literally dirty. It's gross. It's icky. So he starts to try and pull off, and the whole car like does this, and I realize that he's not a very skilled driver. So I also feel like, okay, now I'm not even safe, basically. And he's like, okay, cool. Exactly, Gandalf, exactly. I was already icked at this point. We haven't even left my street yet, and I'm already like, this is disgusting. And I was like, okay, I usually get flowers, like really nice flowers or a gift on a first date. Like, that's generally how it goes. Like, they bring flowers or a gift, or, you know. And there was literally like nothing, and his car was dirty, and he didn't get out his car to greet me, and he didn't open the door for me. So I was like, okay. Now he's putting off, and the car is like hucking. I don't know what that word is in English, but it's like jerking. There's the word. It's like jerking, right? And I'm like, oh my god, I can't. This guy can't even drive. I immediately start to feel like unsafe. He does like weird things while he's driving. Now he starts talking to me, but it's like, the conversation is like very strange. Like, I don't know how to describe the kind of conversation, but it's just odd. I just find him odd, right? I thought maybe he's slightly on the autism spectrum. Like, I've dated people on the autism spectrum before, but like different people, it reads differently on different people. I wasn't sure, but he was talking to me like, it was almost a little bit like condescendingly, and at the same time kind of like, it was just weird. Anyway, so at some point as well, we're driving there, and he's like, oh, do you run red lights? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, maybe at night when I'm all by myself in the car. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay, cool. Also, he looks like much heavier than any of his photos, and his face is much more like rat shaped. He looks like a little rat, is the best way to describe it. Anyways, so he's driving to this place, and he keeps talking this place up. He's like hyping this place up. He's like, oh, it's on the water, it has this amazing view, blah 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 blah, and he's hyping this place up. And then I remember I said something, and he acted like he didn't hear me, right? And then later he said exactly the same thing back to me as if it was his idea. And he wanted me to be like, oh, that's so profound. And I was like, but I literally just said that. Like, what do you mean? It's like he doesn't even remember. Anyhow, souls. So he parks us in a parking garage. So I'm assuming we've kind of arrived at the destination or whatever. And he gets out, and he doesn't come around to open the car door for me. But I'm low-key a bitch, I'm not gonna lie. I just sit there. I'm like, okay, I can sit here all day. Eventually he figures it out, right? So he comes and he opens the car door for me. I'm like, okay, I mean, progress, I guess, at least has been made. Please note, this man hasn't once told me that I look pretty. He hasn't once said any, like, no compliments, no flattery, nothing. It's just like, it's just him monologuing about things that he's interested in. And then he's talking to me about like the brain and stuff, and I'm like, listen here, my guy, my mom's a psychologist. I've been studying psychology. If true, this is insane. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Like, you literally can't. I'm like I studied psychology. Like, I have low-level autism. My special interest is energy and how humans interact with each other. And I also have like a special interest in romance and stuff, because I don't watch. It's so funny, you must watch like a romance show with me, right? So I don't watch a romance show to be like, oh, I'm rooting for this person, and oh, I hope these two people get together. I'm watching it, I'm going, what is psychologically wrong with this person? You know, and how are they interacting with all of these people, and what is that creating in the psychology, and why are these two people attracted to each other and then like repulsed by each other? Like, what causes that to happen? So that's how I watch dating shows. Because I'm just fascinated by like how people work, right? But he's talking to me, like he knows everything and it is whatever. So I just kind of leave it. Eventually when we were at the place, but I'm going to backtrack to this part of the story first, but I'm first just going to tell you this. Eventually when we were at the place, I figured out that he knows stuff about like what is where in the brain, like more like neurology more so than psychology. And then I asked him to talk to me more about that, because I was like, finally, a subject I don't actually know stuff about, so you can mansplain it to me and I can enjoy myself and I can at least learn something. So I was like, okay, yeah, tell me more about that, please. And I started asking like a lot of questions, because I was like, at least if he's talking about this, at least I'm gaining something out of the situation. Anyway, so he's parked us in a garage, he's let me out, and now we have to walk to get to wherever this place is. When she reads chat messages, she also thinks about what's wrong with that person. No, I generally know, Fabi, like everything is wrong with you. Like there isn't a list long enough. But anyhow, so now we're walking, right? And he literally walks on the inside of the sidewalk. The whole way on the inside of the sidewalk. And I'm like, okay, but like, these are things that are literally cost you nothing to do. It costs you nothing to open the door. Okay, maybe it costs you something to get your car cleaned, but my dude, it's even better for you to have your car cleaned. It costs you nothing to give a compliment. It costs you nothing to walk me on the inside of the street. So at least just make me feel like you're thinking about me and considering me. But anyway. So we arrive at this like waterfront place. I'm like, wow, this is very pretty. But then the restaurant isn't even on the waterfront. The restaurant is like, we went like down these stairs and then to the side. How's a grown man doing this? I don't know, dude. He was older than me. I think he was 30. I was shocked. And it doesn't get better. It does not get better. Anyway, so we arrive at the restaurant. The restaurant is basically empty. There's maybe one other person, like one other table at this restaurant, which is generally an indication that a restaurant is just not very good. And it's also... how do I describe this? It's like an uneducated person's idea of what, and I don't mean uneducated as in didn't get a degree, I mean uneducated in this field, in the understanding of this thing, idea of what a fancy restaurant looks like. So it's like a very stuffy, everything is like white tablecloths, like all the way down to the floor, but it's basically like a diner vibe, but with like this like fancy like appearance. It's very strange. Anyway. So finally, you know, we get to the table, we're sitting, we're gonna order food now. So we ordered like a starter, he's still talking my ear off. And he doesn't really ask me like questions about myself. I remember it was just very strange. It wasn't really a conversation. It was more like I was sitting in a lecture. It was very interesting because he knows so much about everything, right? Anyways, so then he orders a pasta. I can't remember what I order. The food was so bad. And I'm really like, I'm a foodie person. Like food is really important to me. Like if you can't get anything right about the date, at least make sure that the food is good, you know? Anyways, so he ordered a pasta. This guy is literally not like, okay, so the right way to eat pasta is you take the fork and you spin the fork in the pasta and then it creates like a little like bite-sized piece and you put that whole like in your mouth, right? That whole bite in your mouth. Okay. That's the way it should be, that little twirly in your mouth. Okay, great. Or if you really are terrible at doing that and you can't do that, you can, you know, I would still have judged him for this, but I would have judged him less. You could have cut it up, you know, and eaten it like with a fork, like how you would eat a normal meal. Anyways, this guy puts a mouthful in his mouth. He puts a mouthful in his mouth, right? Well, this was tagliatelle. And then he slurps it. Like this, Italian pasta, my guy, and it's going everywhere. It's splattering at me. It's going over his face. His little rat mouth is covered in like, in the sauce. I was so icked. Well, at this point, right, he's driven me there. I came in his car. I can get home and stuff if I like maybe order an Uber, but it's really awkward because you have to like, you know, say, okay, this is not working, you have to end it in the middle, and then you have to like order the Uber, and then he's gonna try and stand by you and try and figure out why you're ending the day. It's too much. Like, it's better just to like ride it through, go home, and like never speak to the person again. Anyways, but I was icked, right? Then the dessert comes and I'm eating my dessert and the dessert is actually pretty good. I'm like, okay, at least that's one thing that this place can do is apparently it's dessert, right? So I was like, okay, that's chilled. I'm just gonna get some water because my throat's getting sore from all the talking. Anyway, so the dessert is pretty good. So I said to him, like, at least this, how can you suck this much? I'm like, at least this dessert is pretty decent. I'm like, okay, that's all good and well, you know, amazing. So I said to him, like, I'm really tired. I'd love to go home, you know, because usually people try to like, is prolong the right word? Like prolong the date afterwards. But I said to him, like, I'm really tired, I really want to go home, like, you know, I'm ready. So the waiter comes with the bill and gives the guy the bill, right? And he's like, okay, cool, he's writing stuff inside of the little bill thing. I'm like, okay, great, we're gonna get out of here. And the waiter comes with the card machine and the guy taps his card and the thing asks for a PIN, so he gives the PIN. Hi X, I'm good, how are you, darling? Anyway, so the guy gives the machine to the guy so he can put in his PIN. And incorrect PIN. I was like, okay, cool. So he goes again and he taps it in again and incorrect PIN again. So he's like, okay, no, I need to go search through my app to find my PIN, which isn't that hard to do. But he's now searching and you can see he's like visually nervous and like sweating, and it's been taking, except you can scan to a date, lol. And it's like, you know what, it is what it is, and it's taking really long for this all to like happen and take place. So the waiter is like obviously uncomfortable, so he starts chit-chatting with me. Also, this waiter is super attractive and I'm here on this date with this rat man and I'm like, you know what, just save me. So he's like chatting to me, like obviously trying to like break the tension in the room, and then eventually he like looks at me and he looks at him and he says, okay, I'll be back. So he leaves. At this point, this guy's on his phone, like I don't know what he's doing on his phone, but you can see he's like visually upset. So I messaged my friend, I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to pay for this date. And she went like, you mean your half, right? And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna have to pay for this whole date. I think I'm literally gonna have to pay for him. And he's like frantically can't figure it out. My friend is like, hell no. She's like, pay for your half and then get the fuck out of there. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I feel bad as well. Like, it's really intense. So then, I literally say to him, like, it's fine, like, I can pay. Like, I have money, like, this is not a huge issue for me, like, I could pay, this whole situation is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. So he's like, no, I just have to figure it out. It's a new card, so it's a new PIN, and I just don't remember the PIN, and I must be using my old PIN, and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, so I'm like, okay, fine, figure it out then. I'm just telling you, like, I'm happy to pay for us. And he's like, no. Eventually, he finds it in his phone, and he calls back the waiter, and the waiter comes back, and he puts it in, and the bill goes through. So I didn't get scammed, at least not like that. But it was just very, very not, you know, I can't remember his name, but he's on TikTok, and he's that guy that made like so much money. I think it was when he started like drop shipping, when that was like the first thing from Sani? I can't remember his name, but basically he's like very, very rich. And he literally said, I can't remember what that guy's name is, But basically he says, like, when you take a woman on a date, the idea is to get the date to feel as effortless as possible. So you do all of this pre-planning and make it really amazing. And the idea is to make it like, it's not Sony Faz, it's Amanzi. He like, it's, I can't remember, but he's on TikTok. But it's besides the point. It's a video loop? What do you mean, Deborah? I don't know what you're talking about, Deborah. Gratitude prompt. Okay, Night Raven. I am grateful for the 121 viewers in my Twitch chat that are viewing. I'm grateful for Gandalf for keeping me company and having a conversation with me. I'm grateful for the financial wealth and abundance that is consistently flowing into my life, and that is multiplying and increasing in quantities and allowing me to have freedom and allowing me to be generous and allowing me to help other people to create the life that they want. I am grateful for my best friend. I'm grateful for the delicious food that I'm able to make and eat and have a stocked fridge. I'm grateful for this beautiful house. I am grateful for all of the opportunities consistently coming my way. I'm grateful for the universe, God, ancestors, my family, my close friends. I'm grateful for the love and provision in my life. I am grateful for me, and I am grateful for you. And for being a baddie, exactly, Gandalf. So there, Night Raven, I have done the gratitude prompt. I don't know what you're on about, Deborah. Anyway, so then this card declines, right? Well, the card doesn't decline, the card goes through, and then we walk back to his car. He doesn't open the car door for me. I get in myself. I'm over it at this point. He drives me home again. I feel like I'm like literally in danger with the way that he drives. And it's not like he drives fast. There's just a way that he drives where you can tell you're not like a skilled driver. And nothing about this date was effortless. Nothing made me feel feminine, and nothing made me feel surrendered or relaxed. So I was like, no, this is just not it. This is not happening. So finally we get to my house. I don't even bother. I just say goodbye. I take myself out of the car. I don't even wait for him to open it, nothing. And I just go into my house and I never speak to him again. It just was not it for me, honestly. What's up there, tragic date history? Well, Sony, I don't have such a tragic date history, but Gandalf asked me what my worst date was, so I just told him one of my worst dates. Why does your knee hurt, Seven Huck? This is a horror story. Exactly, Gandalf. Exactly. But at least it's over. That was a long time ago. It was like maybe 10 months ago. I would have to ask Morty how long ago it was.
I'll see you Tuesday again.
Okay, that's fine. We must set up a time to have a chat about how to scale your business.
Yes, I saw all of your messages and I was like, that seems very smart, but I just woke up and I'm late already.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine. Yeah.
Bye.
You're old? How old are you, Seven Huck? That's alright, Night Raven. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a Sabu Wabu on my channel. It means a lot to me. Every little bit counts, and I appreciate it. Okay, time for me to do my makeup now. Makeup time. Sony, are you meaning? And it's not tragic. I mean, I dated them for like 3 years, and it was the best loves of my life. So You know, I don't find that tragic. I feel like that's an experience that I was very lucky and fortunate to have, to be loved and to love like that, you know? No, this is a new house. Just because something ends doesn't make it tragic. Just because something wasn't meant to be doesn't make it tragic. I'm glad it's only... Okay. Time to do makeup for the day. Ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Okay. You're 737 years old? Wow. You've been around for a while, Mr. Vampire. Beauty with brains, yes, drunken haze. I like to think that I have it all. The whole package. The whole package. I got it all. Gandalf, I'm glad you enjoyed my storytelling. You requested it and I was happy to acquiesce your request. "53 lag phone." I meant 53. Okay, well at least you're only 53. That's fine, it's a decent age. Could be worse. You got it all for sure. Thank you, Drunken. I appreciate that. I'm inclined to assist it. To assist with what, Night Raven? You're 27. Believe you're the same age as me, Gandalf. No, I don't, Sony Mark. My best friend lives with me. She's actually streaming in the other room right now. I find it so interesting when people on the internet ask me if I live alone. I start to wonder whether I'm gonna get stalked and broken into my house. They're like, "Are you alone in that house?" I must inquire. I'm surveillancing, I'm casing the joint. I must inquire. I need to know what I'm up against. Very you inspired. It's all good, Night Raven. And which request of mine are you accepting? Cool. Eyebrows did. Ah, that's very sweet, Night Raven. Oh, dope. What's dope, Gandalf? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention, guys. I want to brush my teeth as well. I just have to go do that. Let me finish my eyeliner and then I'll go brush my teeth. No, sometimes my eyeliner just does not want to work with me. Hey MGS, how are you doing, sweetheart? Okay, I'm just gonna go brush my teeth, guys. Just wanna put this back in the pot. I can't tell the story right to save my life. Why? Why? It's not that hard. I'm glad that I'm able to improve your day, MGS. How tall do you think I am, Sony? I'll let you guess. Hugs to you as well, MGS. I'm 5'11", Sony, so you were close. You were close, but not quite. How tall are you? How tall are you, Sony? Okay, I reached it. 6'4". Nice and tall. Tall boy. Tall boy. And you love me tonight. Nice pants.
Thank you. Do you like my hairstyle?
Your one ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read I read about this girl that was I watched about this girl that said she was it's an issue because basically she's a hoe, right? And she doesn't always want to hoe. So the one time she was like, I can't shave down there because then I'm going to be even easier to sleep with. And I was
No,
like,
I sent that to you.
that one.
Yes,
Okay.
I sent it to you.
She did half.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a
And
while.
she's so in for it, and the guy was asking her a question.
But like, what the fuck is going on here? Well, I mean, even I would be wondering. I'd be like, what do you mean?
I'd be like, ooh, she funny. I would just assume she did it for me, comedic value. I don't know. I would make weird assumptions. I wouldn't even ask.
I would ask. I would be like, what? I would be like, are you lasering? Only one half is still growing? Like,
I don't know. I just make assumptions. I'm bad. I would come home and tell you about my assumptions.
I would have been like, why didn't you ask her?
I would be like, well, maybe it was just like, oh.
No, we need to know.
I would probably ask her afterwards on text. Depends how long I've been seeing this girl, okay?
Tell me, why are you bald on one half and not bald on the other half?
Please do say. Electricity is in.
Grazie.
Guys, I'm back, I swear.
In the pink pony club, I wanna be. Yeah, Fabi's always the tallest in chat. That's why he has to prostrate on the floor. In the dirt. That's really funny, Gandalf. Are you saying you shrunk with age? You became a shorty? What's a prolapse? Did your back collapse? The thing is, I have scoliosis, so my back is shaped funny and it's like into the one hip, like my spine is also like, I guess, prolapsed. I don't know if it's the right word. Into the one hip. So yeah, I would probably also be taller. You can shrink with age. The older you get, you can start to shrink. Your bones become more compact and more dense. I've watched my grandparents shrink. You can definitely shrink with age. It's definitely possible. Ask ChatGPT. Fabi? Ask ChatGPT about shrinking with age, how much one shrinks with age, the average shrinkage of age. Fabi! Yes, it's just so useless. Yeah, it's a mug of tea. It looks bigger on camera. It's also closer to the camera over there, I guess. Yeah, 1 to 2 inches. I thought so. 1 to 2 inches is a pretty decent amount to lose. Fabi, you're too late. Sony, you're apparently not the only person who shares that sentiment. If you look at the message right above you, it seems to be a wildly shared sentiment amongst you and your peers. You should be, Fabi. Make it up to me. I know, Sony Mark, and if you read up, Gandalf also said, as long as it's only in my height, I'm good with that. So I'm saying you and other people like you seem to share exactly the same sentiment, is what I said. These were honestly insecure. True. True, true. True, true, true. Many a truth spoken in jest. Many a truth spoken in jest. Sony feels very offended by this. Fun fact, makeup needs a little soulful. I know, exactly. I agree. Sony, it's okay. I believe you. I believe that you didn't tell on yourself. It's fine, don't worry. Pink pumpkin, I want pink pumpkin. I think I made Sony upset. Yes, and Gandalf made the same joke. That's why I said it seems you and many others share that sentiment. You and your fellow brethren share the same sentiment. Thanks for the worst date story. I also learned that I need to start opening car doors, though it feels weird to me. I do all the other stuff correctly, I think, in terms of convo and compliments and preparedness. And walking on the inside of the sidewalk. And bringing flowers, you know, the little things make big differences. Do you know what's really nice? If you keep opening the car door as the relationship progresses, it's a really nice moment to give and receive a kiss. So you open the car door, she comes, she can give you a kiss, she can say thank you, she can get into the car. Or if you come out of the car and you go open the car door for her. It's also very cute if you're sitting in the car and you see she's like going for the car handle to be like, no, that's my job. Watch, watch. Of course you need the right woman for these things as well. I'm sure there are plenty of women who will also be upset by all of that, but I like it, and most of the people that I know, most of the women that I know like it. Most baddies like it. Also, you'll see if you got yourself one that likes to be told what to do. No, sit. I'm opening for you. Hey Dominic, welcome in, darling. It's a pleasure, Gandalf. It's a small way that you can assert your dominance. So it's like, you know, you don't do that, I do that. It's like a small rule that you guys can have. And then it can also be like a fun, playful game. Like if she goes for it, then you can like grab her and put her aside and then open the door for her and say, that's my job. You can like reprimand her if she's being a little brat. But anyway, there's lots of ways to do these things. We need this segment more. Dating, I'm a dating coach. Be a real man with Indy. I'm definitely not hopeless, Dominique. Hopeless implies exactly that it's hopeless. It's definitely not hopeless for me. I've had incredible experiences that could literally be out of like a rom-com movie situation. So no, it's not hopeless. But I am a romantic, yes. I have had some very incredible experiences, and I'm very grateful for that. Well, it's not Jezebel. Well, Jezebel is the same as Lilith. That's Lilith's story as well. From experiences, of course. I always say, knowledge you read in a book, wisdom you get from experience. Wisdom is knowledge applied to reality. I know what you meant, Sony. I'm quite versed in the stories of Lilith. Or, as you called her, Jezebel. I have gotten back with my partners in the past, Gandalf. I don't think generally if you've already had like major issues, it's very hard to come back from them. I'm yet to really see situations where that works, but of course I also feel like a lot of people, for them it's not done until it's done, and sometimes you have to ride it into the fucking ground and absolutely destroy it and be destroyed by it in order to truly leave and to not like still hold a torch for it. But I mean, I have 1 or 2 relationships that I think I still kind of hold a torch for, but I wouldn't get back into a relationship with them because I know it would be very detrimental to me. But 9 out of 10 times it doesn't work out, like getting back together with that person, and you would save yourself time and heartbreak by not doing it. So I really just think it's up to you. But most people think they're the 1 out of 10 and they want to fight for that 1 out of 10 chance. But I think if it's that far broken and you guys have already broken up, I think it's far gone at that point. It's one thing to have a very big argument and stay together after an argument. It's another if you've like physically broken up with each other to then get back together again. If it was extreme enough for you guys to break up, then you gotta trust yourself and you gotta trust the decision that you guys made together to move on from the situation. Sure, Prime. Hydrate me, Mystic Fortitude. Cheers, baby. No, and he can come in through this freaking window as well. He's asking to be let in, but like, he's got literally a spot that's open for him. He's asserting his dominance. It's wine. Ugh, wine, lol, it's tea. It's not wine. I don't drink alcohol. Okay. Meow meow. I'll come and I'll allow you to assert your dominance over me. I see how it is. I mean, you can literally see the tea bag in there. Meow meow. Now you've walked away. I came here to open for you. Now come. How does it feel to be the king of the castle? The most dominant man? Meow meow. You wanna come? Come, baby. Come then. Come. Come. Do you want? No? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is it nice, baby? Is it nice, baby? Yes. Yes. Look at all the dust, not the dust, the cat hair going in the air. Is it nice, baby? Is it nice? Oh. Oh, is it nice? It's a he, so I don't think he's gonna have kitties, no. Yeah, you would be the king, you would be worshipped. 3,000 years ago, worshipped. Oh yeah. Oh, is it good? Ooh. Is it nice, baby? And now I'm an evil villain. Do you want to hear my master plan for world domination? And that is how we've taken over the world. And yeah. I'm gonna get into so much trouble. My master plan. Take over each continent. Mwahahaha. World domination. I told you, Gandalf, I am the whole package. at you putting dust into the air, all your fur, like a fur baby. We're gonna make jackets out of all of your fur. I'm going to sneeze, and you're gonna think I murdered your mother. You'll be fine. He hates it when we sneeze. But he's got all of his cat hair in the air thinking I'm not going to sneeze. Of course I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, Dominic, I agree. I feel like for most situations, if a relationship comes to an end, that was meant to be the end. Delicioso. Look at that, no, nice. And my cat died. Are you guys all enthralled by my cat? Who says anyways the relationship must continue for 50 years? Well, that's what I was saying. I don't know who came in and said something about, I think they said like I have like a, what is it, like a sad or difficult relationship past, but I don't see it that way. I've had some of the most incredible relationships. I was very blessed to be in those relationships, and they lasted exactly as long as they were meant to last, and I'm very grateful for them. So for me, that doesn't make for a sad or difficult relationship past, that just makes for a full life, and I'm very grateful for it. So grateful for it. Although I would like to get married one day, and I would like to have a long relationship with someone that maybe spans my whole lifetime. But you know, however it works out and whatever God has in store for me, that's what it will be. No. That's cooks. It's okay. We're okay. Hey Alexorus, welcome in, darling. How you doing? Oh, you're falling asleep, meow meow. Are you falling asleep? Yours nice. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, to be loved and to be in the lap of a beautiful woman who's giving you scritches. No, young trouble. I'm good, thanks. But thank you for the offer. Oh, baby, you're hurting me with your little nails. Here, let me give you something to dig into. Do I still have some tea left? Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, Fabi, they're not going to pay for anything. I can already tell you that much. Which is why I didn't even offer them my $5. Right now, you can teleport to any city in the world with 20k you need to spend for a week. Where are you going? I'm going to Canada to visit my childhood friend. That's where I'll be going. Because she moved to Canada and I want to go see her. And we had a nice phone call last night. It was nice to hear her voice, but I need to see her in person because I love her so much. So much love. Canada, because she lived there and I miss her. Yeah, it's not necessarily on my list as like the place I want to visit the most, but it's more on my list as the person I want to go visit the most. Hey Vinky Poo. I've been told, I'm very excited to go see the nature there. I definitely want to see the lilacs. I love lilacs. I want to see them in person. Yeah. Yeah. Are you happy, baby? My baby boy. Yes. My friend is a geologist, so she wants to show me also like the calcified lava and stuff like that. It's hanging well. How are you, Winky Poo? What have you been up to? You really want to go to India and China. They're like an entirely different world from the US or Europe, which each having 1.5 billion people, so much culture too. Yeah, I definitely want to do India and China as well. They are on my list, but more lower down on my list than other places. It's hanging squiggly, Vinky. It's hanging in a squiggled line. Switzerland is incredible. I recommend that and Austria, insane nature. Well, I definitely want to go see that as well. I spent some time in the Swiss airport. Mazik, you're not even a sub. I spent some time in a Switzerland airport, and the view, even just from the airport, is really beautiful. Neither did I, Vinky Poo. That's why I thought I would tell you. Oh, meow meow. Where are you going? It's a pleasure, Vinky Poo. It's what I'm here for. What can I say? Opening horizons. Well, you first have to become a subscriber on here. Subscribe to my channel, and then we can take it from there. It's a pleasure, Vinky Poo. Now, Zeke, you have to become a subscriber first, and then it's 500 bits just to see them. Just get a sandwich. Hey, Coma, how you doing? I am well, thank you, darling. I am well. Mazik, pay me 500 bits. Well, that's your problem, not mine. Everything worth having has a price. Mazik, you're not even a subscriber, so no, you cannot. You can't afford to be my slave. I can't actually say that word. You can't afford to be my sub, so no. Bye, Sony. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Mazik, that's not enough. I said 500 bits, which is the equivalent of 10 subs. So no. You can get a flash. That's it. That's all you get for that. No, it's 500 bits, baby. I said it already. It's 500 bits. You either need to send 9 more subs or 400 more bits. Send the 400 bits and then I will. If I make an exception for you, I have to make an exception for everyone, and I'm not about to do that, so... It is what it is. Try to be fast enough. Ooh. That's all you get for one sub. I said it's 500 bits and sends one sub. I told him. Hey Mohammed, how you doing, darling? Dan, after the outfits goal, can you just put in brackets that it's PayPal? So you can say outfits and then brackets PayPal, or you can say outfits and then after the 120 say PayPal in brackets, just so that people know. Otherwise I think it's confusing. The lion sleeps tonight in the jungle, the mighty jungle. The lion sleeps tonight, bum bum bawe. Yeah, but you didn't write PayPal, Dan. You need to write, it needs to say outfits and then in brackets PayPal. Or it can say outfits 10, 120 and then in brackets PayPal before the comma for daily. Just so that people can understand that the first one is a PayPal goal. Ah, much better. Thank you, darling. Them denim tears hit different. Yes, Royal Worlds, indeed. Royal Worlds, Warn Star. Oops, wrong account. It's all good. You got it sorted though. Thank you, darling. Hey Zorski, welcome in, darling. Welcome in, sweetheart. How are you doing? Yawn. Platelets? Oh, are you giving blood? You giving blood, nobody? Oh. Are you giving blood, Dan? Some platelets, some cells, some plasma, some goodness, graciousness. How much is a gallon? Are you allowed to donate 4 liters of blood? Of blood? He's saying he's donating blood. Are you allowed to donate 4 liters of blood? I don't think you are. That seems like a lot. How many, Fabi? Platelets, not blood. What's the difference? What is a platelet? Does it not come out the same as blood? I'm so confuzzled. And what's the process of donating platelets like? They take the blood out and the machine takes the platelets out of it, and then do they put the blood back in your body? And is it like a lengthy process? And the blood comes back in me. Oh my god. And does it take long? Is it painful? How does it make you feel? I have so many questions. And then what do they do with the platelets? What are the platelets good for? Hey Rakan, how you doing? Royals. Used to help cancer victims. Wow, that's so interesting. I didn't know that. And how does it feel to donate? Do you get like lightheaded? Is it painful? Is there a limit on how many platelets you're allowed to donate? considering that you're donating 4 liters of platelets, which is crazy to think about. Phenomenal. You can be my queen bee. Oh. Crazy. Learning new things every single day. So how much are you allowed to donate? Like how many platelets or how much platelets? Is it how much? Is it measured in liters? Well, you said a gallon, so I assume it's measured the same way blood is measured. So are they measuring the blood that's leaving you and then coming back into you? But what is the most you're allowed to donate in one sitting? And what inspired you to do this? Hey, Mads. Takes a couple of hours. Patience! You seem to have patience and altruism. Dan, very impressive. Very impressive. Wow. Very impressive. I also like helping, but it seems pretty intense. I am back. Guess who's back? Back again. He sounds bloody generous. Exactly, Gary. Raka and I have a personal trainer that comes twice a week. I'm considering starting pole dancing classes as well. Potentially upping her to 3 times a week and then doing pole once a week as well. But yeah, slowly increasing it. Not sure how much per donor. Okay. You drew a concept for an emote for me. Ours is crazy, but it hit different. Yeah, that is true, Royals. She can be my queen bee. And I love that fantasy. True love, true love. Did you put it in the Discord? Oh, sorry, Brian, did you put it in the Discord? I like both Gandalf, but I'm also very much, I really like Lord of the Rings, but I'm also very much a Harry Potter fan. I like both. 1, 2, 3 bags, and how big is a bag? I love that fantasy. I wanna be royal, royal. You can be my queen bee. And I love that fantasy. We true love, true love. You can be my queen bee. Of course, Gandalf, Mr. Potter. You're a lover of both. I want both. Why choose when I can have both? I want both. Is what Soulful said at 15. Exactly. Exactly, Gandalf. Now you're getting it. Why choose when I can have both? They're pretty standard medical bags you see giving things to patients in their arms. I can send a pic later. They are yellow colored. Yeah, I'm just wondering about the quantity. Hey Mats, hey Tatar Madarav. And welcome in, Mats. That fantasy. Oh, yawns. We can't really discuss that on here, Gandalf. But I'm a clean girl. I don't even drink alcohol anymore, so. She is illegal in my country, so. And maybe I'll love that fantasy. In the Discord, thank you Prime. I'll take a look after stream. I'm doing a yawn. Big yawn. Yeah, Fabi, that's why I said I can't discuss anything else, but I did say that I don't drink. I don't smoke the marijuana. I am a good girl. Wow, I'm yawning a lot. Now I'm yawning is contagious. Ever watched the YouTube yawning videos? Impossible to beat. I agree, Gandalf. They think it's evolutionary. They think it was used as a signal when we used to have night watch to send, it would send the signal down all the way back to camp so that somebody could come relieve the next person of their duty. Yeah. So when we used to have night watch, we'd yawn and then the yawn would get sent down, basically, and then someone back at camp would yawn and then they would know to send someone to change shifts with the person. And then I have sugar as a vice. I love a good mocktail. I have food as a vice. I love food, clearly, as chat keeps trying to remind me of how thick I am. So yeah, no, I do think I have vices. I love a good series. I'm definitely addicted to social media. I love love. I have vices. Just not druggos, not smoking, not drinking. Gandalf, is that the first time you've been told that? I thought that was common knowledge. Yeah, that's why it's contagious. It's evolutionary. From back in the dizzle. Gandalf, I tend to just absorb information. I enjoy it. I'm an information sponge. I love stuff like that. It just don't make me try and remember dates and names. I've never been good at that. But like facts and events and interesting concepts, yeah, I like stuff like that. Like studies, knowing about different studies and the outcomes of different studies. I love evolutionary theory. Psychology, criminology. I don't use Snap, nobody. I use Instagram, alam. Polymorph. Yeah, I don't have 100% niche focus subject, but I would say the bulk of my wisdom and understanding is in how humans interact with each other. So psychology and sociology. Those would be my like and how energy works and how the universe works with that energy, and then between two different people, the interactions, or between masses and groups, and yeah, the psychology and action based, the actions and reaction based. That would be my primary interest, I would say, which I have the most knowledge on. And then stemming from that, high office work, stemming from that like the masculine and feminine energy, and then the connection in romance and romantic interest and attraction, and how that's also based off of the psychology, and how to break free from that and to live an even better life. But that would be like my most niche part, like the most that I have the most information, the most understanding, the most interest in. But then if I hear other stuff and I read other stuff, I find most stuff quite interesting, especially like random facts and stuff. Well, I actually like where those two intersect. So I like the defined in physics, where it meets and intersects with consciousness and existence, where the laws of physics and the laws of spirituality coincide. And to me, that's kind of like finding a truth. The same way if you look at all religion, you can find similarities amongst all of them. So there is somehow a greater truth that is being conveyed when you find that exact thing that is similar or the same across these spectrums. It's even cooler when you can have religion, spirituality, and science have a cross section where they meet, and that's very fascinating to me. And it actually really just depends on the day. I think because my stream is such a direct reflection of me and where I'm at in my life and at the time, at different times throughout streaming, I have had different things and different effects that my stream has had on the world. There was a while where I was very deep into the spiritual path, and I did a lot of like readings for people, and I sent a lot of positive energy. Currently, I would say that I'm mostly the energy that it puts is a sense of company, and in general a sense of acceptance. But with being able to create a place of acceptance, you have to have boundaries to that so that you can create a safe space for most people. So there's obviously limits to that acceptance. But I would say in general, my streams give people a place to come, to relax, to be themselves. And I think that that's very healing in and of itself. And to also have like somewhat stimulating conversation, and maybe, you know, to have new ideas and concepts that their minds get opened by that. That is pretty much exactly what it is, Gandalf, Mr. Potter. That is exactly how I see it. How much water do I drink in one day? I don't know, like 2 to 3 liters? And you know, there's this spiritual concept that beauty is love as well. So I think by adorning myself, by presenting myself well, by bringing myself as art into the world, I also have a positive impact on the people who interact with me. And I do that not just through superficial means. I do try to also have a deeper understanding and connection with people. Friendly reminder that I don't read my whispers and I don't respond to my whispers unless you've paid the $25 or tier 3 sub. And then I will open my Instagram DMs to you and my whispers to you, and I will have personal, private conversations with you. I don't do it for free because there are too many of you. I mean, if you add my YouTube and my Twitch together, it's like 60,000 people. It's just too much for me to do. So there is a limit. It's $25 entry. I can agree on that, but on a holistic concept. Exactly, Anjan. Gratitude prompt. Hey Lufa, okay, I'm grateful for, let's see how many people are in this chat right now. And then, so I'm grateful for the 152 people that are tuning in to be here and to sharing this with me. I am grateful for the financial abundance and opportunities that throw into my life. I'm deeply grateful for the support that I get from all of you. And I'm also really grateful for the people that actually are willing to share in that abundance with me, are willing to donate and give biddies and give subs and just really like show their support to me and make this dream a reality so that I can do this frequently, so that I can make a living from this, so that I can keep showing up and I can keep being here. I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm also really grateful for the deep conversations and the value that people place on my opinion. I'm grateful for the ways in which God and the universe and myself and whatever blessings and good karma I've had to come out looking the way that I do, to have the experiences that I have, to have the brain that I have, to have the view on life that I have. I'm really grateful to have access and wisdom and knowledge surrounding just the universe, love, life, people. I'm grateful for the connections in my life and the opportunities that unfold consistently for me to make something of myself and to create a better life for myself and others. And I'm grateful for everything that has been given to me so that I'm able to firstly feed myself and fill my own cup, and then from that overflow also have a positive impact on the people closest to me and the people closest to them, and hopefully the world as a whole with the little ripples that I send through. There's my gratitude prompt. Exactly, Gandalf. Therefore God must be a woman. And I'm grateful for you, Lou, for 6666. Hey, Timur. Okay. Need to make sure that I'm Twitch appropriate here. Give me a minute. Back to wage slaving, full of gratitude. I'm glad that you're full of gratitude, Anjin. I'm glad that you're feeling happy and good. I will do your stretch in 1 minute, keep you on. I'll do your stretch command in 1 minute. Have a good day to you as well, Anjin. Can you limit She-Hulk transformation? Emit She-Hulk? I don't know what that is, Alex Twitch. I literally don't. I'm sorry, darling. And then keep one, let me do that stretch. That's actually very nice. Oof. Oh. Cool, all stretched out. Thank you, design, temperament. Matt's is just an emote machine. Hey Francie Foo, how are you doing, darling? I might have to go get some water. Oh no, I still have water. Thank you, Reg. I am hydrating. Thank you for the hydrate. I always eat my fries pretty much finished because fries don't they don't keep well. But if you turn your burger upside down so that like the juices don't go into the bottom bun, then you can kind of keep your burger for later if you don't finish it. So I generally eat like just over half my fries, and then I'll start to eat my burger, and then I'll eat my fries and my burger together until my fries are done, until I'm pretty much completed with as much of my burger as I can eat. And then I'll save the rest of my burger for later. For later, alligator. I'm from South Africa. Where are you from, Francie Foo? Are you from France? That would make sense, considering your handle. Oh, you're from the Netherlands. That makes sense. Ik kan een klein beetje Nederlands praten, maar het bent heel erg lang geweest van wanneer ik nog daar ben. Wanneer ik daar ben. Ik heb in Nunspeet geleefd. Waar vandaan ben je? Whatever she said. I'm speaking Dutch. Really bad Dutch. Very broken Dutch. The last time I spoke Dutch, I lived in the Netherlands and I was 9 years old. So I'm doing the best I can from my 9-year-old memory. I speak like 4 languages. Yeah, Mazik, you see, you got lucky because Metadata was willing to actually pay what it costs to see them. Nee, we praten niet Nederlands in Zuid-Afrika, we praten Afrikaans. En Afrikaans bent heel gelijk aan Nederlands, maar niet hetzelfde. We hebben wel Engels alleen in chat. Ik weet niet wat dat bent. Maar in het chat, Engels alleen in de chat, maar ik kan wel een beetje Nederlands praten. English, Afrikaans, Dutch, and a little bit of Spanish. I'm still learning Spanish. My Dutch is okay. I would say it's conversational. Wait, you're fluent. What do you mean broken? You just spoke for 3 minutes, lol. Yeah, but it wasn't great. It's not like how my English is fluent, okay? I don't know, is there a step above fluent? Because whatever is a step above fluent, that's what I am in English. And then I would say my Dutch is like, mijn collega komt uit Zuid-Afrika. Hij zegt zo talen niet echt hetzelfde, maar ze bijna hetzelfde. Is dat klopt? Dat klopt wel, ja. Ze gaat de hele tijd je boodschappen wegvatten, want je bent Engels in chat alleen. Maar ik kan wel verstaan, zoals je oké bent met je boodschap verwijderen, dan kan je maar praten in het Nederlands. Fluent is you can completely communicate pretty much any thought you want to. Some struggle is okay. Well, yeah, I can communicate most thoughts, but like I can't speak about like how the universe works or psychology. Does speaking Dutch feel like speaking weird Afrikaans? No, they feel entirely different. Like if I speak Afrikaans, my accent is different. If I speak Afrikaans, there's certain words that are entirely different. Fabi, you can stop deleting the messages for now. I mean, I'm speaking Dutch to them. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle. Het stuurbatterij staan, dat is meer close, nader aan Afrikaans dan aan Nederlands. Oké. Briljant. Fabi's deleting all the messages. It's making it harder to keep up with my Dutch chat, and I wanted an excuse to practice Dutch. Okay, I haven't spoken it in so long. I'm pretty sure that's German, Gandalf. So for instance, in Dutch it's ik volg jou with the W, and in Afrikaans it's ek volg jou. So ik volg jou and ek volg jou is the difference between those two. So you can see it's very similar, but it's not the same, and the accent is different. Ik volg jou and ek volg jou is the Afrikaans. Yeah, Fabi's actually German, so the look is appreciated. Thank you, design. It's a South African accent. And Nee, niet echt zo grote verschillen, maar dat was een heel makkelijke zin om te vertalen. Daar bent wel meer, ik weet niet wat meer grote verschillen, maar de probleem is meer. De woord is te nabij, zo ik weet niet van het accent op het woord, maar de probleem bent in Nederlands, als je Afrikaans met een Nederlands zou praten, speciaal als je immigreert, dan ben ze meer hard op je en ze maken alsof ze je niet verstaan. Het is echt moeilijk. Ik denk misschien als je toerist bent, dan is het makkelijker, maar als je emigreert, dan ik denk misschien houden ze niet daarvan. Maar in Zuid-Afrika, ik heb het niet geweten, maar gewoon vertellen hulle van mij dat het ook zo is als mensen hier zo immigreren. Maar ik heb dat niet geweten, dat is niet mijn ervaring. Ja, maar ik praat niet in het Nederlands, ik praat in het Hollands als best wat ik kan. Maar als ik Afrikaans praat, dan is het moeilijker. German or Dutch? I don't know, Gandalf. Love your accent. Thank you, Mazik. Understood special. I don't even think I said special, Gandalf. Yeah, my tea is done. No more tea for me. Fabi, do angel number 1441. Hi, Jungle Climber. How are you doing, darling? Signifies growth, positivity, and new beginnings. It encourages you to trust your intuition, focus on your goals, and embrace changes in your life. This number suggests that your hard work and determination are leading you to success. I claim success. I claim success. Give to me. India, is your Dutch better than your Afrikaans? No, my Afrikaans is definitely better than my Dutch. But I also in Afrikaans can't speak about, like I can a little bit do like how the universe works, but not as well. Also because Afrikaans is like very Christian. So the words are not as easy for me to find to speak about like these spiritual concepts because Afrikaans leans more towards Christianity. Yes, that is true, Fabi. I'm well, thank you, Jungle. But no, definitely my Afrikaans is better than my Dutch. I would say it goes English, Afrikaans, Dutch, Spanish in that order. Well, kind of, I'm not Dutch. Like, I'm South African, so I can't really say much. You're gonna have to go and see if you like the culture in the Netherlands and how the women they are and how the women they look and, you know, all of those things. I'm South African. I can speak Dutch because I lived in the Netherlands for 5 years when I was very young, so I definitely wasn't taking note of whether the women are the kinds of women you'd want to be with, Gandalf. So I cannot give you a educated recommendation, unfortunately. No, I'm just a South African. My family was part of like I think it's the 1820 settlers, so we're as like, we were part of like the colonists. We're as South African as a white person can be. No, Gandalf, I lived there when I was very little, from when I was at the age of 4 to when I was the age of 9, and then I came back with my family. I was born in Johannesburg, and then I lived there for 4 years, and then I moved to the Netherlands, and we lived there for 5 years, and then we moved back to South Africa. We moved to Port Elizabeth, and then my mom kind of moved into the garden route, and then I moved up and down the garden route in Cape Town, and then I did 6 months in Costa Rica. The 6 months in Costa Rica was recently. That's where I picked up my Spanish, but I'm still learning. I haven't actually seen the movie Blood Diamond, but I did have a role. I did one of the scenes. I actually sold someone. I was like one of the shop workers in Blood Diamond. But it's because I'm not Dutch, Gandalf, I'm South African. So that's why I don't look Dutch. I look South African. There's so many women that look like me in Cape Town. I actually couldn't get into modeling agencies because they kept saying we have too many girls that look like you. So that was literally across the board what they would say to me. This is a common look in South Africa. If you squint, maybe. I wasn't like a main character. I was like a shop attendant in the background. And I will always love you. TIA, I don't know what that means. So yeah, Gandalf, it is a little bit crazy to say because it is irrelevant. How have you not seen it? I just didn't. Oh, this is Africa. Yeah, I just never watched it. It just wasn't on my radar to watch. I'm not huge into like series and movies and stuff. I prefer series to movies. And then I usually watch stuff like Mindhunter, Surface, again, psychology heavy series. I have said over and over again, I'm ethnically South African. I lived in the Netherlands for 5 years, from when I was 4 years old until when I was 9. But I was born in South Africa. I am South African. My family tree all the way from the 1820 settlers, South African. I'm as far back as South African as a white person can go. And then I believe I am, from the out, I'm kind of mixed, like German, Dutch, I don't know. It's too long ago. But more than 100 years ago, my family settled here. My surname is literally on streets here. So there's a whole book written. Like we have a whole family tree book situation. We're part of like the war. Was it like the what is it called? Like the wheelbarrows war. I watched Severance. I only got halfway through it. I find it very dry and it's a little bit too slow for me. And it also feels a bit it's too obscure. Like I really struggled. I'll watch it, I'll continue watching it again, but I really struggled, I'm not going to lie. It is supposed to be right up my alley, but I don't know why it just didn't hit me the way I was hoping it would. Interesting something. Wild, are you enjoying it? I don't really watch anime, no. I'm definitely more of a real people, real main. I like stuff that has to do with how the brain works. So I like, as I said, Mindhunter, Severance, not Severance, Surface, what was the other one? I mean, if I do like a movie, I liked a movie like Gia, because it had like addiction and death, and it was like an art movie, which I really enjoyed. For a while, when it first came out, I was really into Criminal Minds, because Criminal Minds also like followed like more of like how the psychology and the criminology works. But over time, it became just like a normal cop show, and I didn't really like that. I can do a cop show from time to time, and I can do like a doctor show from time to time, but it really is, that's like more my brain numbing stuff. Sorry, it's not politically correct, so Ignea, to say that, because I don't have a farm, and my mom doesn't have a farm, and my grandparents don't have a farm. So you have to actually be someone who has a farm to say that. No, I don't like it, but at the same time I keep watching criminal investigations. Yeah, I have a thing for it as well. It's a farmer, a Boer is a farmer. And so I said it's not correct to say that. I am precise with my words. It's a hallmark of honesty. I do try to be honest and precise. So it's a pleasure. I do have farmers in my family though. So my one uncle, he worked in the Netherlands as well. He worked for my stepfather, which is why we moved to the Netherlands. So he worked for my stepfather for a while, and then he came back and he bought a farm. And my aunt owns like a piece of land with like a horse, like she has like horse farming there. So she does horse riding school and stuff like that. And then my other aunt lives here in Cape Town in a house. But yeah, I'm not a Boer because I don't have a farm. My direct family doesn't have a farm. My grandpa is a Dominee, so that means he's a pastor, priest, preacher. I don't know what the exact, but he did like a lot of like missionary work basically. My grandmother was a teacher. But yeah, I do believe that my like great forefather ancestors, you can say, were maybe Boer, because they as I said, they fought in there was a word for it, but it was basically the Boer War. Yeah, exactly, Peter Balls. It is different now. It sounds like you should be Dick Afrikaans. Well, my mom didn't really like her heritage that much, and I also struggle with it. So she actually raised me English, but her first language is Afrikaans, and my grandparents are Afrikaans. You're Austrian. Welcome in, Anjin, from Austria. But yeah, as I said, I do speak Afrikaans fluently, and I speak Dutch, and I speak a bit of Spanish. I'd like to learn more Spanish though. Yeah, Gandalf was telling me how I must go to Austria and Switzerland for the insane nature. I wouldn't mind seeing the Alps and Upper Styria. I'm sure Vienna and Graz are still normal cities. I mean, that's the same in South Africa. I would say that Cape Town is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It's similar to Egypt in the sense of like while you're driving through Cape Town, you can just see Table Mountain, which is like really like a wonder of the world. I really do have such a thing with it. And I mean, from what I can see in Egypt, it's the same. Like you'll be driving around the street and you can see the pyramids from the street, which is really incredible. But other than that, I mean, like Port Elizabeth, Johannesburg, they're just cities. You really want to get outside of the city to be able to appreciate the nature of this country. You want to get to like the Karoo, and you want to go to the Kruger National Park and see all the animals and like, yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Anjin, I don't think it will be possible. The baddies are in Cape Town, Gandalf. It's really hard. You walk down the street in Cape Town like, oh, she's hot, oh, she's hot, oh, she's hot. That's just like, it's like, it doesn't matter. The baddies are definitely in Cape Town. There's some other baddies in Johannesburg as well, but it's a different kind of baddie. Cape Town's the more natural baddies, and Johannesburg is more like the LA baddies, you know, like all did up. The focus in Johannesburg is a lot more on like glitz and glam and like money. I would say Johannesburg is a little bit like Dubai. And then in Cape Town, you have to have money, but you have to be like chill about it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, sometimes we call it Joburg, but I was saying Johannesburg so that people who aren't colloquial here would know what I'm speaking about. Well, in Anjin in Cape Town, we have some of the most, you must look up what it looks like to drive on Chapman's Peak, because you drive along a mountain that curves like this, and you're right by the ocean that curves around the mountain. It's quite spectacular. But like, I'm a warm ocean girly. I love to swim, but the ocean needs to be warm. So I also love a tropical paradise. I mixed the word paradise and tropical together into tropical. A tropical. Anjan, I think the world and the universe is so full and so vast that yes, you must appreciate where you are, but you also get the beauty and the liberty to appreciate where you are not and to experience those places as well, and to enjoy them and take them in and appreciate them for what they are as well. Interesting, Gandalf. Yeah, I really loved, like, in Costa Rica, I used to run in the mornings. I used to wake up at 5 and then I would run. Or, hey, John Corey. Then I'd run all the way to the beach, and then I would swim in the ocean for hours as the sun rised over the flat ocean, and then I would run back again. I have no idea, Anjan, and exploring that would probably tell you a lot about yourself. Thunderbolts, is that a movie? Is it a movie that's coming out? What is the premise of the movie? The South African political situation? Is there a South African political situation? IDK. I don't think I'm educated enough to converse on this topic. I mean, I'm not educated on this topic enough to converse on it. I am educated enough, but I'm not educated enough on this topic to converse about it. It's a Marvel movie, I'm not surprised. Maybe I'll go watch it, we'll see. Marvel feels like a bit cliche for me. It's super predictable, I struggle with it. Well, everything that Elon is spamming isn't true, so that's why you can't really say about the political situation in South Africa, because that's not really happening, so it's not really the political situation here. And even if it is happening to some degree, it's completely blown out of proportion. Thanks, John Connery. So yeah, there isn't really a political situation in South Africa. I'm very safe. They're not murdering the whites. Even when they were doing what was known as the farm killings, I mean, I have some family who has farms. My grandma said to me, like, the worst thing that was happening was they were coming in and then they were gutting, like, the sheep and then leaving them there for, like, the people to find, which was very sad and very heartbreaking for me to hear about. But, I mean, nobody that we knew of. And, I mean, they're in the farm communities. My uncle goes to, like, farming conventions and stuff, makes jokes about how he farms wattle anyways. But yeah, it's not really a thing. I don't know what's being said. I can confirm or deny if you tell me what's being said. That's why I said there's not really a political situation here. I would say there's more of a political situation in America right now, if anything. Fabi, who's all live? Besides Morty, because she's obviously coming with us. A lot of global madness for sure. Agreed, Anjan. Yeah, so Jen, I don't have anything to stress about. I'm definitely not afraid. Yeah.